Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it's complete to Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Kaepernick going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they can't bring him down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Mayfield. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Kaepernick now on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 more yards there and another first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Kaepernick now to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mayfield to throw it. Man open left side. It's Williams. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Past the 20. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Mayfield's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Mayfield. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Able to shake him off. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Here's Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Seibert able to knock this one through. So add 3, all told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Final shot before half for Kaepernick. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Kaepernick to throw again. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On third down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 45 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Robert Woods, 89 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a second down and 6.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Damian Williams, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw, Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 28.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 140 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They give it to Williams, running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Seibert's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Back to throw, Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. On first down, it's Montgomery, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. To return, here's Agnew. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. To throw is Kaepernick. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.